Hello everyone, I'm Paulo Delibleto, the editor of CDN Computer Dealer News in lovely Cancun, Mexico, with the Chief Executive for Kaspersky Canada, Kevin Krempulec. Kevin, thanks a lot for joining us today.
Thanks, Paulo. It's good to be here.
Absolutely. It's definitely a nice warm day. And what can you tell me about the channel plans going forward for the Canadian marketplace when it comes to Kaspersky?
Yeah, well, what we're going to do is capitalize on some of the excitement you're hearing at the conference this week, where in particular for the Canadian market, it's been about building out the Canadian team, having local feet on the street from a channel perspective to make sure that we can cover the partners and cover the customers. So in 2011, we're going to spend a lot of time enabling them further, helping them work with customers. We have a really good deal registration program that has a mechanism when they have a new opportunity, they bring it to Kaspersky. They're going to get rest assured that we'll work closely with them, collaborate together, and really start winning some business together.
It's interesting, you made a key hire for the Quebec and Maritimes marketplace. Tell me about the challenge that area of Canada poses for you.
Yeah, absolutely. The Quebec space needs to have local language there. There's a unique set of partner requirements to cover the Quebec space as well as provincial government. So we feel that bringing that talent on board is really going to help us get into those customers. From an enterprise side, there's some verticals that we're going to really target. We're going to leverage the success we've had across the rest of Canada and continue that through Quebec as well.
So talk about managed services. There was a little bit spoken about that yesterday, and you have one Calgary partner, I guess, sort of piloting that. What's the key thing there? Because, a lot of partners in Canada are already in managed services, or they're putting their finishing touches on their practice. So how do you get into the plans?
Yeah, I'm really excited about the managed security opportunity that's ahead with Kaspersky. Last year, I was at a number of channel events, and it was amazing when we talked about what are your key initiatives from a partner perspective. Managed services came up a lot. I think the interest there is, of course, the obvious is they're just not just selling product, but wrapping some services around it, which gets the average selling price up. It also has them owning that customer in terms of being able to get access to the systems at any point in time. They are the expert now for the customer.
Okay.
They can see what's happening from a security standpoint. They can dial into that machine, get a full reporting, and it really gives them good reach into that customer.
The other thing that was mentioned yesterday was a new incentives and rewards program. I guess that's going to be focused on training the partner. How is that going to work for the team?
Yeah, we understand that we need to spend time with the partners, that if they're going to put forth some time and go through and get trained and certified on our products and technologies, we want to reward them for that behavior and that time and effort they're going to put aside for that. So that new program is being rolled out right now, where we're going to look to doing both technical training and sales training, and therefore when they're in front of a customer, they're going to be well educated to have a good security conversation to get things underway.
So, but that, just to be clear, that program's not really a margin enhancer in your mind?
No, it's more of a rewards program that gives the sales reps the ability to get some extra rewards, go online, and get some benefits out of that.
So yesterday you spoke about the SMB opportunity, really the very small office opportunity, 10 and under, 100 and under, sort of 10 and over, 100 and under. Is that going to be really your biggest growth area as you see it? And how is the channel really going to help you in these places?
Well, Paul, it really is both segments that we're going to go after hard in 2011. There's the SMB segment that you can look at it in two means, which is the under 100 space, and absolutely the channel partners are very important because they're the trusted advisor there. Most of them are managing the customer's environment. So we've got good reach with the partners we've got set up right now to help us get further with those customers. But in the mid to enterprise space, it is a slightly different tack. For that, it's going to be about picking a couple of really strong verticals for us and the partners that have expertise. One of the examples I gave before is in the healthcare space. So we've partnered up with some of the partners to go after, for instance, the hospitals, and they have the knowledge. They go into those hospital accounts or organizations, and they know about their environment, they know about the regulations they need to comply with, and therefore can have a really educated conversation and tie security right into that.
And one of them you mentioned was North York General, which is going to be the first all-digital hospital. That's their goal, anyways.
Yeah.
So who's doing that? Is that a partner?
Yeah, absolutely. They partner with a number of organizations to round out their security offering, but they've chosen Kaspersky for their malware protection.
Okay, so is there anything else you want to say to the partners out there in terms of getting on board?
Yeah, I think overall, if you look at the security space, it is evolving quickly. And if you look at the last couple of years, certainly there's the increase in malware, but right now there's a couple of very interesting shifts that are happening in the security space. Number one, with mobility. So all these smartphones are now getting connected to the network. There's a need to make sure there's protection for the mobile environment. And Kaspersky is really watching this space closely to make sure we have a good answer and can help support the partners for the mobility space. Another occurrence last year was targeted attacks.
That's right, yeah.
And that's another area for this year we see continuing on, so making sure that we can talk to the customers that may be in those areas that targeted attacks are more relevant. So I think with those two things, security is going to continue to be top of mind, and we want to make sure that we're working with our partners to help address those questions.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much. Really appreciate your time, Kevin. That's all the time we have for this interview. I'm Paulo Delingletto, the editor of CDN Computer Dealer News. Thanks for watching.